When World War I broke out in the summer of 1914, Italy had declared itself neutral in this conflict. Despite its membership in the so-called Triple Alliance alongside Germany and Austria-Hungary since 1882. Over the course of months that followed, Italy and its leaders weighed their options. Wooed by both sides, they carefully considered how to gain the greatest benefit from participation in the war. The decision to join the fray on the side of the Allies was based largely on the assurances Italy received in the Treaty of London signed on April 15th, 1915. By its terms, Italy would receive the fulfillment of its national dream, control over territory on its border with Austria-Hungary stretching from Taranto through southern Tyrol to Trecente. In addition, the Allies promised the Italians part of Dalmatia and numerous islands along the Austrian-Hungarian Adriatic coast, the Albanian port city of Vlor, and a central protectorate in Albania, along with territory from the Ottoman Empire. On May 23, 1915, Italy declared war on Austria-Hungary. The Italian declaration opened up a new front in World War I, stretching 600 kilometers, most of them mountainous, along Italy's border with Austria-Hungary. Italy, which had become a unified nation only as recently as 1859, was, like Russia, not fully an industrialized power. It was certainly not prepared for the large-scale warfare, and although it managed to mobilize 1.2 million men in the spring of 1915, it possessed equipment for just 732,000. Upon declaring war, the Italian army immediately advanced into the south of Tyrol region and to the Isonzo River, where Austro-Hungarian troops met them with a stiff defense. The snowy and treacherous terrain made the region poorly suited to the offensive operations, and after several quick Italian successes, combat settled into a stalemate. After being on the winning side of World War I, Italy sat at the winning side of the table, and Italy expected to get lots of more territory than what they had gotten. Not only did they not get as much territory as they thought they would, the world after World War I was destroyed, and many countries' economies, including the victors, were absolutely crushed. Like Germany, Italy's government was weak and could not get the country's economy back on track. With that, the government was then overthrown by Benito Mussolini, and with Italy being the first fascist country in Europe, along with the rise of Hitler later on, Italy fell in place to have an alliance with Germany. After the start of World War II, when Italy joined Germany in World War II, they found some success in Ethiopia early, but after the Italian army had many disasters in the rest of the war in Africa, and especially in Greece, with Germany having to come in and help the Italians win, they were considered the soft underbelly of Europe by Winston Churchill, and when Italy was invaded in Sicily, they were pushed until German reinforcements came to help. We would see the Italians change sides once again, except twice in this war. After the war came home for the Italians, they called for peace and began to talk with the Allies. Even though they switched sides, Germany had already had a feeling that this would happen, so German troops had already gone to Italy and disarmed many Italian servicemen before they overthrew their government. In the end, the Italians got a better offer from the Entente in the First World War, which helped sway them from the Central Powers. But a bad economy, weak government combined with promises not being met by the old Entente led Italy into the Axis in World War II. And finally, when the fighting had reached home in Italy in 1943, their people had enough and once again, for the last time, switched sides to the Allies.